After a grand total of 1 week on TikTok, I think it's time to add video shorts to my Starter's Guide to Establishing a Social Media Presence series. In my defense, I've been watching Reels on Facebook and Instagram for the last 3 years and even occasionally offering my own content. Even YouTube is getting in the game. I've asked around, and while I can't make you go viral, I'll be sharing some best practices. But first, I've talked before about setting yourself up on Facebook and Instagram. I've talked about getting started on YouTube. How do you even use TikTok? Welcome back to Morgan's Writing Tips and Writerly Musings with writing tips from the pros and, of course, my own Writerly Musings. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and today I'm back with a starter's guide to quote-unquote establishing a social media presence, part 7, TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts, short videos. This video, however, is a long one, so hold on tight. Step 1, TikTok setup. You gotta download the app or go to the website. Next, create an account with your name. As earlier in this series, I suggested your name, not your current book. You might have more than one book or even one series in you. Step 3, fill out your profile. Add a bio with a link to your other content, plus a profile picture or 6 seconds or under video. Step 4, follow people. Follow people you know or those who create content in hashtags you want to follow and whose videos you actually enjoy. And finally, step 5, scroll for hours through the videos so the app can learn your algorithm for the type of content you like. So, TikTok app basics for viewers. Let's go across the tabs on the bottom of the app window from left to right. First up, we have the home. It's in the bottom left right here. This will show you TikTok's suggested videos for you. Next, we have friends. It's just to the right. I think you can see it. You're quite clever. This is the feed of things your friends have posted or reshared. It almost goes without saying. We're going to skip the plus. Inbox, jumping past that plus sign, we've got your inbox. Once you select this, you will see at the top, there's going to be your activity status. An arrow next to the little title inbox will let you toggle on and off your activity status. If it's on, there will be a green dot and friends can see if you're active. Where? Active friends. This top row will show friends who are active on TikTok at that moment. Below there are activities. And this expands to show all of your comments and other people's resharings of your stuff. Below that is messages, where you can message other user platforms, and it keeps suggesting to say hi to everyone you've ever friended. You can also start a chat by selecting the paper and pencil icon in the upper right corner. Next up is your profile. On your profile tab in the lower right corner, you'll get another 5 tabs, as we saw in the first window. It's just under your bio. So the first tab is your content. You start with the stack of drafts, followed by your content in descending order. Next tab is your private videos, created by you and shared only with yourself. In the center of this top bar are your favorites. This is a way to bookmark content so you can find it again. This is broken down into a huge sub-menu that you have to swipe to the side to see all of the options. We start off with seeing that I have 0 posts or collections. I have 2 sounds, effects, places if I swipe, and then movies and TV, books, comments, questions, hashtags, and products. You can save a lot of things. The next option On the main menu is the reshare. These are videos you've reshared with your friends. And the final tab are liked videos, a feed of videos you've liked, plus a way to show appreciation to the creators. This tab's content can be public or private, just like your favorites. So now let's talk about creating content. Some of us aren't just looking to consume content, we want to create our own. Let's circle back to that big plus button in the middle of the app to get started creating. And I recommend a tripod. Confession, my tripod can actually double as a selfie stick, even though I rarely use it that way, I promise. So, camera options. At the top, we have add sound. This is music or recorded audio from the TikTok library, or upload your own. Going down the side, we have flip. This switches cameras from front to back. Speed, slow-mo, or speed up your recording. Retouch smooths your skin. Filters, this is adjusting the brightness and the contrast, that sort of thing. Next, timer. Start the recording a few seconds after you hit record. The kids these days don't usually mind if they see someone's hand coming away from the record button, though. Below that is Q&A. This shows a question from someone else, especially if it's trending or on brand, for you to answer during the video, or you can create your own question. If you create your own, decide if you want others to be able to answer your question and get people redirected back to your feed. Below that, if you're on photo, you'll have flash. I think we all know what that does. Further down, next to the record, we have effects, often referred to as filters. Anything can be in here. This distorts images, adds audio, makeup, or bug eye effects. Play around and see what you want. And on the flip side is upload. Still images or pre-recorded videos are fine. Recording type, you can add audio to still images or collections of images. You can record videos. If you think you're going to run long, select the longer time and it will trim to length. Your options are as follows: photo, 15 seconds, 60 seconds, or 3 minutes. Next to the camera option is the templates options. Now, templates can have audio backgrounds or preset timings, flipping through images. They can help you follow a recent trend, or you can modify it to make something of your own. Now, let's get to the 14 video shorts best practices. No matter which platform you're posting on, these best practices should help you make the most of your channel. Tip 1, branding and authenticity. We know that so much of social media is carefully scripted and cultivated to show the quote-unquote highlights reel of someone's life. Be yourself. Talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Figure out your brand. Certain topics and formats may work better for you. Watch videos and decide, what styles do you like? I suggest picking a few topics and making the majority of your content related to those. For me, it's writing stuff, both tips and struggles, my cat, pretty pictures of the outside, and anything covered by the quote fantasy subgenre, because that's my home. While I've tended towards scripted content, obviously, I'm working on bulletizing or even throwing the script out entirely. People aren't coming to be lectured, especially not in short form. Sometimes this means I do a few more takes, but since those are short, it's not so bad. Don't be fake. Authenticity matters a lot. Don't just say what you think people want you to say, but there can be consequences for unpopular takes. If you want to avoid potential fallout, avoid those subjects. Think about it. Think about the difference between visiting with work friends and high school buddies. You can stick to topics that you're comfortable sharing with that group, but still be an aspect of yourself. Tip 2 for best practices is prepare your space. Shorts are filmed vertically with a phone. Check your lighting and your framing. Make sure you only have things you want to show the world on your screen. Tip 3, privacy concerns. If you are uncomfortable having your face or your voice on the internet, you can still participate. You can use music or other people's audios with video footage of anything, even still images. Or you can lean into the filters. There's face filters and screen filters and green screens and even audio filters. You can have the app do your makeup for you or obscure your face with goofy effects. Use whatever is best for your comfort level. Remember, the algorithms are fickle. Just because most of your posts have 20 views, though, doesn't mean that your next video won't go viral. So, if you're going to post something controversial, be prepared for people to come at you, or share it with friends only. While these social media apps are often marketed as people trying to build a platform or even to go viral, all of the apps allow you to lock down your audience. Now, note, if you want to use the TikTok tools for a video that you don't want to share on TikTok, you can share it privately and then download it, but it will have the TikTok logo on it. So that's your privacy warning. Tip 4 for best practices, safety first. My general guideline is if there is a 20% chance or higher that an activity should, not will, but should require going to the ER, don't do it. Whether it's a dangerous construction site, heavy traffic, or a riot, prioritize your safety and the safety of those around you over good footage. That said, videos, even short ones, can be an instrument of justice and change. Be careful. Tip 5, get right to the point. Unless you are super funny, the longer your intro before you get to the subject, the faster people will swipe right past you. I probably should have split this into multiple videos. Tip 6, use what's trending. Whether it's music or audio clips or effects, tags, or questions, if you use the things that are currently trending, the algorithms will reward you. Reshare content you like, but you can also duet it with your own reaction. While it can be annoying to watch a trending reel that's super fascinated, duetted with a random person just making facial expressions as they watch, it's not a bad way to get more followers. But it's more fun when the two videos' timing matches such that it looks like a conversation or an actual song duet. Stitch other people's videos. Not all videos can be stitched, but this is when they show like 3 seconds of the original and then you respond to it and record that on your own. Tip 7 for best practices, show us your pets. No matter what your normal content is, cats or pet videos are always welcome. Tip 8, let's talk about live videos. Live videos tend to be longer and seem to work better if you have a schedule or at least a large following. Longer streams give more people time to click and find out what's going on. It's up to you if they're available after the live stream ends. So I have heard of audio narrators and authors streaming their works to give their followers an early listen and then immediately taking them down to prevent copyright issues. Which brings us to number 9 of best practices, first publication rights. Speaking of those copyright issues, You need to watch out for giving away your audio rights. When you sell a book, you often sell both print and audio rights by region and by language. Writers get a lot more money for first publications than reprints, and that applies to audio rights. If you publish your work online in a publicly accessible space that's not password protected or anything like that, then you have self-published it. It's been published, and any further publications will be in the reprint market, which pays less. If you're reading your words online, I'm not sure where the legalities are if it's live streamed but doesn't remain available, and I'm not sure if captioning will affect your print rights. Look into it before posting your work online. Which brings us to number 10, captions. Speaking of captions, if it's not your own fiction, don't hesitate. Reportedly, most people watch videos with the sound off, either because they're being discreet at work, they don't want to wake people in the night, or just to avoid annoying other people in the room. So they're going to miss the context for most videos without captions. Plus, captions just make you more accessible in general. Why wouldn't you want that? Additionally, the keywords found in your captions will help the algorithm find your audience. It's a no-brainer. Next up, hashtags. Who wants what? For TikTok, 3 to 5 hashtags are recommended. Instagram is known for a pile of hashtags, but studies show that 3 to 5 is the sweet spot there as well for people actually liking them. Experiment to find the number that works best for you. I recommend a mix of applicable hashtags with both big followings and or very targeted hashtags. Hashtags help the algorithms find your audience. Because of how trending works, you end up being shown to many people who don't follow you. While you can look for trending on other platforms, that's not typically the default there. But with Reels and on TikTok, it is. Tip 12, posting frequency. As with all platforms, it is suggested to have consistent content rather than flood and famine. You can always save some of your videos for later. Just toss them in the drafts folder. So how often should you post? TikTok recommends 1 to 4 times a day to grow your audience. In 2023, Instagram currently suggests between thrice a week, twice a week, and twice a day, but vary between stories, reels, and in-feed posts. While classic YouTube suggests posting once a week, YouTube Shorts suggests at least 3 times a week to grow. Tip 13, reuse your content. There is no reason not to share videos you created for TikTok on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. TikTok even has that little share button. Caveat, I am unclear how much Facebook likes TikTok reshares. The first day I shared my TikTok link on Facebook, 3 people saw any of my other Facebook posts that day. Your experience may be different from mine, but for now, I am opting to download my posted TikToks and reshare the video from my phone's gallery, rather than the direct to TikTok link. There seems to be no stigma for viewers on having the TikTok logo on an item. One day is obviously not enough data for why Facebook hid the rest of my posts that particular day, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And tip 14, engage with the community. As always, engaging with others is a great way to make friends. Commenting on others' posts, stitching their videos, and answering their questions are all ways of engaging. Duets are also quite popular. As I mentioned earlier, that's where there's the split screen and the video from two different people recording themselves. And they play at the same time and all that. So anyway, key takeaways. I'm sure I'll learn more as I travel down this road. While I might get tired of short videos and stop doing them, I had that same personal expectation when I started my blog and my YouTube channel, so I may be in this for the long haul. Remember, safety first. Authenticity can't be faked. Don't give away your publishing rights for free, and have fun. If the platform doesn't work for you, that'll show through and you won't get the views to make it worth further investment. But if you give it a chance, you might just find that you like it. So anything I missed? I know I'm new to the format. I'd love to hear from the experts. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll be back again next week with more writing tips and writerly musings. Bye-bye.